Number one, you uproot it. Number two, you replace it. Number three, you see better. See better. Give yourself reason why you must stop. Give yourself a very, very strong reason. If I were you, if I have a kid and I'm addicted to drugs, you tell myself because of my children. No. If I'm a young person, I'm addicted to drugs, I should tell myself because of my future. You must see better. Because if you don't see better, you will not be able to overcome what you just uprooted. Uprooted, replace it, then see better. Then the fourth thing you need to do is to incubate the new over the old. Like I said, you need to replace it. Then replacing it means you should incubate the new over the old. I love a part of the Bible which I love to share all the time. There's Genesis chapter 1 verse 2. He said the Spirit of the Lord brood upon the water, and the Spirit of the Lord incubates upon the water. It taught a balance. It placed a balance. It placed an incubating force upon the water, just like the fowl that brew over his egg. The hen sits over his eggs so that it can incubate them. This is what I mean by incubating. Now, first thing is that you must uproot it, replace it is the second, and third, see better. Now that you are seeing better, you have to incubate upon it. Now, if I am going to incubate upon drugs use or sex or sleep or food or whatever it is that I want to overcome, I need to help others out of it. That is incubation mode. I need to help others out of it. Now that I am out of it, I need to help. If I'm helping others, it will help me far more. They said, a Chinese parable said that what you teach others, you know better. So if we must live above our addiction, we must learn to teach others. Now, before I round this up, I want you to know there are four categories, four ways, four channels with which you can deal with your addiction. The first one is that you uproot it. The second one is to replace it. The third one is see better, and the last one is incubate it. Incubated means multiply it. Now I didn't say multiply the addiction, multiply the new over the old. I have a new idea, I have to sell it. I have the new idea, I must tell others. I have the new ideas, I must help others to overcome it. The more I help them, the more I found out why I was in it in the first place. The more I find out how I can overcome it better in the first place. So you need to get up. Now you uproot it, you replace it, see better, better vision, better reason why you should leave it, then incubate it, let it flow in others. Now finally, I want you to understand this about addiction. Addiction has a water. Now, water to addiction is your thought. Your thought was a seed, and your word formed the seed. Now I have a thought, and the thought came out in words, and my word originally produced my action. So if I have to deal with it, the water of addiction itself is my thought. That means I need to start from my thought. Everyone alive, no matter how miserable, has a seed, and some form of seed called thought. Your seed is what produces your future. So you have to understand this. What is your thought right now about your addiction? That is what you should deal with first. That is the water of addiction. If you don't deal with your thought, it means you are still watering that addiction. Find out why. Find out why. There's something that I discovered. I discovered that the spirit is programmed with a strong link to emotion. When your experience or thought is tied to strong emotion, it is a stamp. It becomes a stamp. It will not go. So you have to deal with your thought attachment to emotion first. You are in charge of your mind. Check what seed you allow in your mind. Your mind is a feed. Cultivate it properly. That means you need to mind your mind. Finally, I wanted to get this. The way to check what you think is how to pause it. The Bible said that we war not against flesh and blood. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. We war not against flesh and blood. We war against something far better. Thought. Every thought that exalted itself above the knowledge of God. These are the things we war against. So you are not fighting against that drugs you think. You are fighting against your thought, your mind. That is what you are warring against. So for you to actually stop it, sweetheart, listen to this. Listen to this. You must hear this. For you to stop your addiction, this is what you must do. You have to consciously stay out of the thought zone of that addiction. Now, this is how to stay out of a thought zone of anything whatsoever. When you speak a word, that word started a new thought. That is it. That is just the secret of stopping a negative thought that is raising war in your heart. When you speak a word start a new thought. A word is a seed. If I am thinking about cigarette, then maybe what I want to use to replace that addiction of cigarette is my children, my children, my children, my children. Say your children, your children, your children 10 times, you form a new thought. That is how to eat the thought on the head. Then you nib it, and then you overcome. Sweetheart, you can overcome all addiction. Just understand this. You have to uproot it, you have to replace it, you have to see better, and you have to incubate the new on the old. And then understand you can stop your thought. God bless you.